Imagine standing above a pit of hungry lions. The smell of dust and fear hangs in the air. The crowd is silent. The king turns his face away, and with a single command, you are thrown in. This is not legend. This is Daniel's story, a story of courage in the face of death, and of the God who honors faithfulness. Daniel was not a Babylonian. He was a foreigner taken from Judah when he was young. Yet in a strange land, he rose to the highest ranks of government. Why? Because he was honest. He was wise, and he was faithful. King Darius admired him. In fact, he planned to make Daniel ruler over the entire kingdom. But power always attracts jealousy. The other officials seethed with envy. They searched for corruption in Daniel's record. They dug through his past, hoping to find even the smallest crack in his character. But they found nothing. And so they devised a trap not against his conduct, but against his faith. They approached the king with flattering words. "O King Darius, live forever. Make a law that for 30 days no one may pray to any god or man except you, O king. If anyone breaks this, let them be thrown into the lion's den." It was clever. It played on pride. The law of the Medes and Persians could not be changed once sealed, and so the decree was signed. The officials smiled in secret, for they knew one thing. Daniel prayed 3 times a day, and nothing, no law, no ruler, no threat of lions would stop him. When Daniel heard the law, he did not hide. He did not whisper his prayers in secret. He opened his window toward Jerusalem, as he always had, and he knelt before God. The officials stormed in. They caught him in the act. Their trap had sprung. Daniel was dragged before the king. Darius was devastated. He loved Daniel. He valued him. He knew he had been tricked. But the law was the law. It could not be undone. The sentence was sealed. That night, torches lit the courtyard. Daniel was led to the lion's pit. The king whispered to him, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." The massive stone was rolled across the entrance. The seal was pressed, and inside, the lions stirred in the darkness. All night long, King Darius could not sleep. He refused food. He refused entertainment. He walked the halls in anguish. And at dawn, he ran to the den. His voice cracked with desperation. "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God been able to rescue you from the lions?" Silence. Then, from the shadows came a voice. "O King, live forever. My God sent his angel, and he shut the lions' mouths. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent in his sight." Daniel stood unharmed. The lions had not scratched him. Guards pulled Daniel out. The crowd gasped. The king embraced him with relief. Then his relief turned to fury. He commanded that the conspirators, the ones who had plotted against Daniel, be thrown into the same den. And before they even reached the floor, the lions overpowered them. Then King Darius issued a new decree to every nation and people under his rule. The God of Daniel is the living God. He endures forever. His kingdom shall never be destroyed. His dominion shall never end. Daniel's story is not just about survival. It is about trust. When laws, rulers, and lions threatened him, he stood firm. He prayed. He believed. And God showed that no pit is too deep and no lion too strong for his power to save. The lesson is timeless. Faith may not keep you from the den, but it will keep you through the den. This is Daniel in the lion's den, a story of courage in the face of death, and of the God who honors faithfulness. And that same God still shuts lions' mouths today.